This is the Bush Whisperer coming at you from above Seaforth, Boulders, Simonstown, southern tip of Africa. The difference between the etheric and the astral fields, or planes as they're often considered. This has been a bone of contention for me for a long time. It's one of the reasons I wanted to start this channel. There were so many people, gurus, teachers, and I'm talking about well-known people. I won't mention any names out of respect. But there have been a lot of people with like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers that are telling the world that etheric and astral are merely interchangeable terms. This is laughable. This is ridiculous. Anybody that's trained in the occult therapeutics of the Western tradition, from a Rosicrucian perspective or from Kabbalistic perspective or Hermetics, understands the difference between the Ba and the Ka quite well. Understands the difference between Yetzirah and Bria quite well. Understands the difference between the middle world of the shaman and the underworld of the shaman most reasonably. But we are being told by these so-called experts out there touting New Age nonsense that the words astral and etheric are interchangeable. They are not. I'm going to give you a very brief breakdown of what the difference is here. Though there is a video I want you to go and follow. It'll be in the link. Go and take a look at it. And it's a much more in-depth look at these astral and etheric fields. In fact, I've got a whole 216 classes, Series 1 and Series 2 of Bush Whisperer Speaks out there available on YouTube. And it will give you an insight into so much as it relates to Ida and Pingala and all of these things. Though, from a very simplistic, basic perspective, when we're speaking about the astral field, we're speaking about the emotional plane. We're speaking about the pure energetic sphere of which we can consider chakras. When we're speaking about the etheric field, we're speaking about that field which contains the thought objects, the thought forms, the separate little trains of thoughts that connect tiny little thoughts. That is the etheric field. The etheric field and the astral field work in concert with each other. The etheric relates to the central nervous system and the bit rate of electrical impulses carrying these thoughts, and the astral field relates to the emotional currents carried by the amino acid based hormones, which are directly communicating with the DNA field, which is a resonant acoustic field. So when we understand the differences between the astral and the etheric, we can see quite clearly that the one is related to form and the one is related to force. The astral field is the universal energy that fills the containers represented by the etheric field. And so there's a definite and definable difference between the astral and the etheric. So if you ever hear anyone telling you that the astral and the etheric is the same thing and that any term will do, understand that they are likely talking nonsense and they don't know what they're talking about. The link should be here. Follow it, take a look. Have an absolutely awesome day. Don't forget to smile because life is extremely short. This is the Bush Whisperer. Om Shanti.